no ceiling. Legacy in my blood, I gotta stack the millions. And I'm sticking to the plan, no matter the route. Take a L and keep it moving, ain't got time to pout. Keep them cappers on my face, I know they ain't real. Random bands up in my lowest, don't need no deal. Let me show you where I'm from, y'all niggas so still. Rather have it than not, cause niggas so ill. And no matter what they say, we came a long way. Found my circle and bloomed, I used to be astray. Now that them tables done turned, I get a lot of love. Feel like it's hate things change, this ain't what it was. Chasing bread on the daily, I can't miss a move. Be careful when you pull up, might got a stick and groove. We in a pandemic, so these niggas hitting licks. But I'm a lick with a stick, better be quick. Got a brown skin with me.
Talk that shit, boy.
And I always let her know that she my favorite girl. I'm trying to build you bullshit and we can't be the same. I try to help them and they flop, but they still complain. Keep them cappers on my face, I know they ain't real.
What it do? What's going on? Grand Hefe here, Big Boss. Y'all already know what time it is. Name so nice, I had to say it twice. Back in the lab, man, with another episode here. And by the way, A1 Dog Cappers, go get that out everywhere. Apple Music, go ahead and download that. A1 Dog. Hey man, hey boy, you was talking your shit there, boy. You were talking your shit, but yeah, man, we got another episode for y'all today. I know I told y'all last week that the podcast we were going to be dropping every Thursday. I misspoke there. I meant to say we will be kind of recording around Thursday, Friday-ish, dropping every Monday, because I really want y'all to have this at the beginning of the week. So that way, you know, y'all got all week to listen to this, you know, marinate in it. So we can go ahead and get ready for another episode. And also, for all of my football fans and for everybody that's kind of been asking me for like another show there, during the playoffs, we will be going to 2 times a week because we'll be doing like a playoff edition. They're probably a little bit more than 2 times a week because we'll be doing regular unpopular opinion, you know, that drops every Monday. Then we'll be doing, obviously playoffs is like every day. So we'll be doing like 2 shows per week on just sports there. Then officially, when football season start, we'll be having a segment or a show, which is Football Mondays. So on that show, I kind of wrap up probably every Saturday and Sunday. That Sunday night game is probably when I'll be recording. I'll probably be recording while I'm watching that Sunday night game, and then I'll go ahead and give my predictions for that Monday night game. Probably Monday and Thursday, because you won't be hearing me again into that Sunday. But yeah, we got that coming. Let me see what else we got coming up. So yeah, that's Football Mondays. There will be on there. Basketball season, like I say, we'll be doing kind of like twice a week for over there for the playoffs once the playoffs start. I just don't really see a point of talking about meaningless, and I guess I can't say meaningless, but meaningless regular season games. I mean, lock and chain, especially this year with the pandemic. You got that play-in tournament now with 7, 8, 9, and 10 to see who gets the last 2 spots. So it's a little different now. So we'll want to wait. That's probably when I'll start basketball, as a matter of fact. Whenever we officially know who is the last 4 seeds in East Conference, that's when we'll go ahead and start doing that basketball thing over there. But let's go ahead, man, and kick off the show. Thank you to everybody that, you know, download the podcast, watch it on YouTube, you know, that hit me up, that share the podcast. Y'all are most definitely appreciated. It's not going unnoticed. I see who it is, and hey man, let's go ahead and grow, man. Hey, that's all that's about there. But to kick it off here, man, with I guess a little bit more real news here. So I was just scrolling through, and I told y'all, man, this is what I do. So I'm just scrolling through, man, and on Instagram, and I'm, you know, and I see a picture with a bunch of kids sitting at a table. So I look at it, and at the top it says, you know, image of Black preschool students waiting for food while white classmates eat. And I'm like, I wonder if this is one of those, because this happens a lot, but I was wondering, like, is this one of those, is this like a clickbait thing? So, you know, I take a look at it, you know, and I'm looking at it and I'm like, okay, we got every every student in the class. Now it could just be a coincidence, but I don't really believe in coincidence. You know, every child, every white child in this class had food. Every black child was sitting there looking like, "Where's my food?" Now in the picture, you can already see them eating. Now this will make sense, right? If you had them all at one table and you just hadn't got to that table yet, right? Like if you because I was in preschool at one point, and I know they fed us by tables. So if you was at my table, I'm most likely gonna eat when you eat. They ain't gonna give the two white people that's at the table their food, leave me right here, and then go to another table and do the same thing. That don't really make sense. I know it don't. So we in a situation here, man, where we and people don't like that. People don't like to have these conversations, and you know why people don't necessarily like to have these conversations? Because they know that the stuff that you be talking about in the how should I say it, the stuff that you're talking about, they know that is true. They have no comeback for it other than to say, "Oh man, y'all still talking about that from how many years ago?" As if we don't still live that reality today. Like like I look at this picture, and it was shared by our dad, and then apparently in the classroom they got the cameras in there. That's where the parents can look at the fees and whatever. So the kids seen it. And by the way, this happened in Roswell, Georgia, which doesn't surprise me either. If you know anything about the state of Georgia, if you know anything about how the South works, this is not uncommon. This is not like, oh man, this is a one-off thing. And the director of Art or Kids Are Kids, which is the name of the preschool, Kids Are Kids there. And this happened on April 7th. So this just happened like, 3-4 days ago, So this is current news here. But the director came out, and honestly, I felt like she tried to downplay it. And I thought I had the director's response here, but I don't think I do. But she basically tried to downplay the situation as if like it's nothing. No, that's not what it is, and this and that. And I was like, well, tell me what it is then. Because from what I'm looking at, that's what it is. Oh, I got it here. I did do my homework. See, the boy be doing his thing. So she says, "We apologize to our family, their friends, and the entire Kids or Kids community for the narrative that is displayed by the snapshot of a video from one of our locations. We are in contact with the family to again express our sincerest apology and to show them the video of where our inclusive culture is on full display. Our video system is blah, 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 blah." When I look at this picture and I see 4 tables in the picture, I can see 4 tables in the picture. Every table has kids that have food, except the kids that are black. Now, you can tell me all you want. This is from a snapshot of a video, and we didn't see the whole video. You can say whatever you want, but if you already fed kids at every table, you listen. I'm not here to tell you how you should have policy there. I'm just talking common sense here. If I fed 2 kids at this table, there's 3 kids sitting at this table. I fed 2 of them. I don't feed the other one. Then I walk over to the next table, and there's 4 kids there, and I fed 3 of them, and 1 is just sitting there. Then I look over to the other table, and I see 3 kids, and I see 2 of them is being fed, and 1 of them is not. And then I look and I think to myself here, all of these kids look the same. And you telling me that you're going to show me a video? What is your video going to show me? What is your video going to show me that I already couldn't see myself? Because I'm sure you're not uploading pictures. I'm sure that was a screenshot of a video that a dad was looking at for him to even share that picture, right? So Y'all just gonna play us like we stupid, right? We just stupid. Come on, man. Like, and I guarantee you, nothing happens to these people, and then people gonna keep taking their kids there, man. It's sad, man. Moving on though, man, because that'll piss me off. Because I got 4 of them black kids. Give me, man. Let's move on. George Floyd trials is going on right now, and there's been plenty of people testifying, from the dude's old bosses, his commander. We got EMTs that's already testified. Who else? Just innocent bystanders. But I think the most important one to me, the one that I care about the most, the person that I feel that has testified, that who I feel his testimony is more credible, is the pulmonary expert. And he says that he died from low level of oxygen causing damage to the brain. And as they say in like the medical field, asphyxiation, that, if I said it right, that big word, which means you got choked to death. Not these narratives that, oh, he was on meth, which they already said he had not bare minimum meth in his body, which would not have caused this. But you already got medical experts saying that he died from lack of oxygen. Well, there's only one way that you can get lack of oxygen. That's probably means somebody is choking you, probably. That's probably what that means. The thing about this case, man, that's probably gonna make me mad is I feel like all of this is gonna happen, and he's still not gonna pay any price. They'll give him something like 5 years. He could probably get out on good behavior after 3 years. Like I feel he's going to get convicted because I feel there's too much evidence. I mean, there's video. I mean, it's not like we needed anything else. It's not like as if we really needed a trial here. But I guess you have to take everybody through their due process here. So I have no doubt that this dude he's going to go to jail. I feel he's going to get convicted. That's obvious to me. That's one of them things that we know is going to happen. I feel he's not going to get his just due for blatantly killing someone because he knew that he had the law at his hands. Now, I feel the rioting probably expedited this issue, although I always said, if you can go back to unpopular opinion way, way back, I've always said I don't feel rioting is the best form of protest because it only gets temporary results, which is what we're going to get, temporary results. Rioting and looting, that shit does nothing for us. Oh, we just out here in the street tearing up people's shit. For what? To go right back and we do the same exact thing. Same exact thing. Just seen a video of an Army officer, I think he was a lieutenant the other day in Virginia, get pepper sprayed multiple times for doing what? For doing nothing. But because these officers know that, oh man, I got the law behind me, they already know they're gonna get off, so they can do stuff like this. Now this man had his hand out the window the whole time. He's not a threat to you, and you pepper spray. Yet I've seen people walk in church, seen videos, people walk in churches, shoot people, and all they get is a handcuff. No tase, no nothing. I've seen where they shoot in the crowd. I've seen people where they shooting kids at schools, shooting people at movie theaters. Yet they only get handcuffed. Yet you got a guy whose hand is out the window. You clearly see he's a soldier. He got his hand out the window. He's not a threat to you. And they just yelling at him first off, guns drawn. Then they tase him. I mean, they pepper spray him, and then they telling him to get out. And in the video, you hear him coughing because that shit don't feel good in them lungs. Now think about you done sprayed this man, and you still want him to do all this with his hand still out the window. This man said his dog was in the back, can't breathe. They don't give a damn, right? That would have been a police goddamn dog. They'd have got tore his ass up trying to get that dog out of there. You don't even need to ask what color he was either. We already know, right? We already know. But it's just another case. But George Floyd, I hope that he gets his proper just due. People always like to bring up, your past and whenever something happens, right? Instead of talking about the situation at hand. He could have been a meth head. Who gives a damn? He would have been a meth head in jail, not a meth head that's dead with a young daughter that's growing up with no father. See, people always wanna justify someone's past as to why they died. That don't make any sense to me. Does that even make sense to you? You did this in the past, so just because you did that, just because I gave someone some fake money, I deserve to die, right? That shit don't make any sense, man. But that's the society that we live in today. That's the society that we live in. I I tricked you and I gave you some counterfeit money. I deserve to die for that. After telling you that I can't breathe. And you think it's a joke. But he's gonna get off. And when I mean get off as in a light sentence. We've seen this happen before. Black mother changed her address. She's still living in the same place, but changed the address so her son can go to a better school, get a better education. She gets sent to prison for years. What's that lady that did it for her daughter to get it in USC? What she had to do, serve 30 days in jail, 60 days in jail, and she got to pick where she could serve it at. Come on, hey, we can just name them. We can just name them. They're there. We can just name them. It is what it is, man. You can either fight facts or you can just agree with them. Either or. It don't change the truth, my guy. Moving on though, man. We got some NFL news. NFL announced like the other day, I think it was like on Thursday or something like that, that there's a possibility that they could be implementing a new rule change in the NFL that will allow players to be number fluid. I like this idea. I mean, I've always wondered why hasn't it been this way in the beginning? Why is it that just because I play linebacker, I gotta have a number that's in the 50s? Because I play on the D line, I gotta have 90s or 70s, like that. Like how? Just because I play wide receiver, I gotta have double digits instead of single digits. Like, what does it matter, right? And I seen a few people come out. I seen Stephon Diggs. I think he said, was it Stephon Diggs? I think he said he couldn't do it to all the people that already bought his jersey. But it was another player that came out and said, leave all that single digit stuff to the college players. Like basically saying like he did say it's childish. And I'm thinking to myself, what does a number got anything to do with being childish? If you don't like it, don't change it. You don't have to. But was it childish in college? Is it like you're still playing football? You're playing football at the end of the day. So what's the difference between me playing linebacker with number 12 at FSU and me playing linebacker for the Green Bay Packers wearing number 12? I don't really see it. And it don't really make sense to me. What's the difference between Odell wearing 3 at LSU and wearing 3 for Cleveland? What's the like what is that gonna change? What does it change? Jalen Ramsey wearing 8 at FSU and wearing 8 for the Rams. What does that change? It does not change anything. So I don't understand. Like there was players, and there was a few more other players that came out and said that leave that for the college players, and I don't know, man. I always love to see guys, get to the NFL and wear the number that they want to wear. It's a number. It's just a number. What difference does it make? It's just a number. It's a number. So people and people on the flip side will probably say, well, it's just a number. So why does it matter that they get single digits? My point is, it's just a number. So why does it matter if they go either way? I'm not making them choose just one thing and saying, no, you can't have this. I'm saying, why can't they just have both? That's what I mean by it's just a number. One side saying, hey, you can only have this and you can't have this. So if it's just a number, why can't it be fluid? Why can't it be, player fluid, position fluid? Don't really make sense, man. But Elon Musk, man, I seen in the news the other day, Elon Musk was in there. I guess he was somewhere and he kind of revealed, but they said Elon Musk has tech to build a Jurassic Park. Now it wouldn't be genetically authentic dinosaurs, but maybe 15 years of breeding plus engineering to get super exotic novel species. Now if this doesn't show you really how much power, and I'm going to say this, and I'm going to preface it, and I'm going to correct myself. This just shows you how much power the government got. Elon Musk is not part of the government, but Elon Musk got money. And if we don't think that Elon Musk got that the United States got more money than what Elon Musk have, then you're sadly mistaken. So if you don't think that the United States can get a hold to this type of equipment as well, you're sadly mistaken. So if we got a guy, one person who can do this, you don't think the government can do that? So what other stuff are they producing? Now, I always said that all of these diseases and viruses, that stuff comes from the government. I mean, how does one get it? How does just one person get it? Well, we got to be testing things. We got to be testing people, testing animals, which we already know that happens anyways. So, this is scary, man. I mean, this is scary here. Go nose. But this is super scary, man. You talking about somebody that can create dinosaurs? That can really create dinosaurs. And it just didn't say dinosaurs. It said super exotic novel species. You know what that means? The shit that you see in them goddamn movies. Now imagine that running around the world here, man. Like, nah, bro. Like, no, sir. No, thank you. No, sir. He got the equipment to build that right now. It says maybe in 15 years, but think about how close 15 years is. Think about 15 years. All of us that's probably listening to this podcast right now, more than likely will be alive in 15 years. And this dude got the equipment that makes super novel exotic dinosaurs. And we don't think that the government can do that either. Man, stop. But we got some 3-minute news, man. 3-minute news with Grant here. Why all these kids getting shot in Chicago, man? Another toddler shot the other day in Chicago on the freeway. Like, bro, first of all, what happened to just fighting? 2, what happened to walking up on somebody? Honestly, though, I mean, that's what y'all rap about. That's what these gangsters talk about. Everybody that's in the street, I'm gonna face me one. I'm gonna walk them. That's all I see in these comments. But nobody is preaching that, man. Nobody is preaching that. A 1.5-year-old baby got shot in the head while riding in the car with his mama on the freeway. His mom and a driver that I'm guessing was a dude. So they tried to catch him in traffic on the freeway. Hit the baby in the head. The mama got shot. Now, last I checked, the baby was he had surgery, and they was trying to make sure that they got everything together. But man, this is tough, man. Like, hey, I appreciate you for stopping through, man. Yeah, we gonna Do that. Do that. It'll be up sometime probably. It'll probably be up sometime on Monday. Well, this will be uploaded tonight, but the audio version of this won't be uploaded until Monday. So if you go watch it on YouTube, it'll be up tonight. I appreciate you for stopping through though. But yeah, man, another child killed, man. I mean, injured, seriously wounded, shot in Chicago. Hey, man, this gotta stop, bro. Killing all these kids, dog. Like this gotta stop. On some more positive news before we go ahead and end 3 minutes with Grant here. Shaq was in a jewelry store the other day, and a guy was he was shopping for an engagement ring. He was getting married, and Shaq, I guess he overheard the conversation, and he told the jeweler, that he would go ahead and pay for the engagement rings, all of them. So, hey, man, Shaq, big ups to you, and I like to see stuff like that, man. Because I won't ever feel that an athlete is entitled to do anything with their money that they earn. Never. I'm never one of them people. But it's always dope for them to do stuff like that because it shows it kind of reinforces the love that some of the fans already have for these people, that they can be human too, because they understand what it's like trying to pay for rings. Things get expensive, and for Shaq to just go ahead and do that just off the strength, that was love, man, for real. That's it for 3 minutes with Grant. Moving on, Khloe Kardashian, I seen the other day, was in the news because she made some outlet take down a picture of her that was not edited and all of this other stuff. This ain't really about Khloe. This is just about women in general that I see on the internet. And I always say this, and my wife will let you know. I always say this. How can it's always baffling to me to understand how a woman that wears makeup 24/7, that can't come out the house without makeup, that can't come out the house without lashes, that can't come out the house without lipstick, that can't come out the house unless you got your hair done, not your real hair, but either or it's colored or tracks or whatever. How can you come out the house and talk about everybody that's natural men when you got to have a face full of makeup every time you come out the house? You're not even your real self every day. You're not even you. Me, when I walk out the house, this is me. This me. I ain't got no makeup. I ain't gonna put on no eyelashes. I ain't gonna do nothing, put all that on and foundation and do all that. This is me. But it's funny to me to see women, and I see it all the time on social media, Instagram specifically. Twitter is probably worse too. Calling dudes ugly, and all they do, but you go to their profile and they got a face full of makeup in every picture. You ain't even comfortable enough with yourself to leave that shit alone for one day. Every time you step out, face full of makeup, face full of it, caked on. Face this color, neck a different color. That shit wild to me. It's crazy. All these filters that get put on every single picture, but y'all be having the nerve to call somebody ugly. How? You can't even take a picture without putting a filter on. Stop. Like, I don't understand. This is like that. Like, it's crazy to me. It's crazy to me. And the fact that she got this picture taken down. She got this picture taken down and then said, I should have the right to share if I want something unedited and blah, blah, blah. Shut up. So basically every picture that you take is edited, and all these superstars do that. You so uncomfortable with yourself, yet you'll talk about in all these songs and all these Instagram posts that you're so confident, yet you have to take a picture. You can't post a picture unless it's edited at the right angle, at the right light. It got to have the right filter on there. It got to be shot with an iPhone 12, 13, 15 Pro Max. So But you have the nerve to call someone ugly. Man. That's wild to me, man. Sad news, man, in the hip hop world. DMX passed away on Friday. Uh, I'm not as old. I'm 29 here. I'm about to be 30, but I listen to a lot of DMX because that's what my dad listened to. You know, I listen to a lot of DMX. I listen to a lot of Tupac. You know, I listen to a lot of old school rap. Slick Rick stayed on that. Like, man, stayed on that. So I listen to a lot of DMX, man, and I just feel we're losing a lot of people, man. We're losing a lot of legends. And this past couple years, man, it's been dropping like just dropping, man, just dropping. And now they said that it was from a apparent drug overdose, and then they tried to change it, and then they tried to say it's from the COVID vaccine. I think we should just let it rest. R.I.P. to DMX. His music is going crazy right now on Apple Music. I think it was like number 2 or 3 or something like that. They've been going crazy. They've been all out in the streets with it, doing some of everything, man. R.I.P. to DMX, man. All dogs go to heaven that's what they say. I don't believe it, but hey, you know what it is. Paul Pierce got fired the other day from ESPN, man. And if y'all haven't seen the video of why he was fired, Paul out there living his best life, man. Real talk. Paul out there living his best life. And then so he got fired like that next day. They was like, yeah, Paul, we're gonna have to give you that boot. And then guess what? The next day Paul did. Paul landed a deal with an adult site saying they were gonna pay him $250,000 to host an NBA show with exotic dancers. So they gonna pay him $250 to host a show, basically probably with him and some NBA people that he know, with some strippers. Look at God. Get fired from one job. Now I ain't know. Now he was smoking weed in the video. I know ESPN policy. You know they work. It's Disney, so they it's all about the kids. So they got to do all that stuff, man. But marijuana is being legalized all over the country. Like it's going crazy. I feel if we can legalize beer and liquor, I feel we can legalize weed because what would be the difference? Alcohol kills damn near more people than murders every single year. Yet every commercial you see is about some liquor. The Super Bowl is all about damn near beer. Every beer that you can think of. They advertise it everywhere. They advertise alcohol everywhere. Yet it kills. It's top 3 killers in America. We don't care though, right? Just keep selling that liquor. But he get on TV and he get on Instagram Live and he's smoking weed and he got strippers in the back. You fire him. And then the next day this man come up on 250K. 250K just like that. 250K. This man came up to do the same thing that you fired him for. Paul Pierce out here winning, boy. That's probably your first L that you done took, Paul, since you retired, because your takes on that ESPN show before the game, yeah, come on, bro. Just hating a lot. My boy done came up though, 250K on them boys. 250K on them boys. I feel you, Paul. But that's gonna be the end of the show here. But y'all already know at the end of every episode we got Grand's unpopular opinions here. And our first unpopular opinion that we got here is babies should be banned from movie theaters. 1,000. I think I did 3, right? 1,000% agree. Babies should not be at movie theaters. And don't worry, I was one of them parents. I've taken my child, my baby, to a movie theater before. But yeah, man, they gotta be banned because everybody in there trying to they trying to watch the movie, and you and then you got to get up, and then you got to, and now somebody missing the movie, and I ain't trying to be the one to miss the movie. So, yeah, man, get them babies from out of there, man. Leave them home somewhere, somebody. Obviously, don't leave them home by themselves. For all you people that, come on. All right, I shouldn't even have to say that, but I feel like I do. I feel like I do. Second unpopular opinion today is showering at night is better than showering in the morning. I don't know about that, player. I don't know about that one, player. Nah. I don't know about that one. I'm gonna say showering in the morning is better than showering at night because, boy, them showers hit different in the morning when you wake up, and when you really tired, them showers get you on up out your way. Them things, especially I take hot showers. I like, not like super hot. Well, my wife would probably say that I take super. I think I'm back now. I think I'm back. Yeah, but my wife would probably say that I like to take hot showers, but nah, man, showering in the morning, them morning showers hit different. Yeah, they hit different. They just hit different. Um, Moving on to our last and final unpopular opinion here. We got colleges shouldn't force you to take meaningless irrelevant classes that is not going onto your career path. I think this is self-explanatory here. What is algebra 2 going to get me, or calculus going to get me when I'm going to try to be some I'm going to go be a football coach or some shit, I'm going to go be like a sports agent. What is that going to help me? How is microeconomics and microbiology is going to help me if I just want to go be a football coach? Like, how is that going to help me? I just want to coach. That's all I want to do. How? What is learning? How is learning anything biology, anything science going to help me with? Hey, I just want to be a cook, man. I just want to come here and be a chef. How is that going to help me? How? But we already know what that is. It's a scam to get money. We already know what college is because that's why they have you taking all of these irrelevant classes. When all you got to do is teach me what I need to know, get me a degree in what I need to know, and everything will be good. But that's too hard to do. It's not hard. They just want that money. That's all that is. They just want that money. And with that, that's going to be the end of the show. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. If you watching on listening to this on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Amazon Music, however you download your podcast, it's going to be everywhere. Spotify. Make sure you go ahead and leave me a review, 5 stars preferably. If you don't give me 5 stars, I'm probably going to think that you're a hater. But with that being said, Grand Hefe, Big Boss, y'all already know what time it is. I'm out of here, man. Appreciate y'all.